So.
All right, bam. She's live. So, do you want to?
Shit, we're recording.
Welcome back to Let's Smoke About It with your host, Lucky Boss.
And Captain Daddy, that's me. Hello. Today we are joined by a very special person.
He is none other than Roe Jogan himself.
Not to be mistaken by the MMA fighter, DMT user, Joe Rogan, but the weed-using, non-MMA fighting Roe Jogan.
That's me.
Welcome to the show, my friend. I know we've been talking for a while about having you come on. It's nice that you're finally here. I'm glad that we finally get to sit down and discuss a few
Stare at
things.
your face.
Yeah, no, I'm super excited to be here. I've been listening to all the other podcasts. I'm really excited, and I'm sure this will be a conversation to last the ages.
One thing that we were kind of starting to talk about that I decided to wait until we were actually on the air to discuss with you. How do you feel about like metal bands understanding that harsh vocals is what's killing their like productivity as bands, and they're understanding that and now only releasing instrumental tracks? Because bands like Reflections, Intervals did it for an album, even though they didn't have harsh vocals, but like that kind of ideal where it's like, hey, we can appeal to a lot more people who still like our music, they just don't like the harsh vocals over top of it, we're just going to release it without.
Yeah, I mean, what I kind of think about that is, as an artist and you're writing this music, whether you want to write music with like harsh vocals on them or not, that's definitely like a stylistic choice. And when you make that choice, you have to also know that you're going to drive some of your potential audience away. Because there's, it's not everybody likes harsh vocals. I didn't used to like harsh vocals. It's something that maybe it's an acquired taste or I don't know, but not everybody likes it, obviously. So you include screaming in your song and you're instantly going to drive some people away. You know what I mean? And so I think that maybe it's not a choice where they're like, well, I want to make more money, I want to have more fans, so I'm going to choose not to have the harsh vocals in there, I'm going to choose go instrumental or whatever. But maybe it's just more like they, like take a band, for example, like Issues, where on their last album, Headspace, the most popular songs on the album were the songs where the heavy vocals were the least the least prevalent, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
And so you're now in the band, you're looking at the songs you produced the last time that were successful, you're writing your next album. You're thinking, well, shit, we want to go the route of the songs that made us most popular last time around because that's what people liked. So then you're thinking, oh, naturally, we're going to gravitate towards these songs that don't have heavy vocals. But maybe there's both sides of the ball.
Well, because it also opens up your fan base, too. You can get a wider range of people. But you also got to think of long term. Like, Bring Me the Horizon, for example. You can't do that style of screaming forever for your entire career.
No.
That's a great point. I was going to bring up Bring Me the Horizon as well, but I've noticed that, especially with what you were talking about, Ro, like the understanding the polls and like what's making them popular and what worked on the last album versus what didn't. I think that, and especially how you brought up in terms of longevity, I don't think that it's essentially the best route because you have essentially shifted your entire focus from the people who loved you initially and have been with you the entire time and supported you the entire time to now essentially switching genres. Now you're now considered in the pop realm almost.
Yeah.
Right.
That entire industry changes so much and so frequently and in such large proportion that if you don't do well on an album and if you don't keep up with the demand that is the pop industry, where you have artists that are putting out a new single like once every couple weeks and then they drop a full album like 3 months, like that's a large workload for a group of musicians that want to make something that means something to people.
Definitely.
And I feel like in terms of going that route, like Icy Stars, Issues, all of those guys are starting to go because they're realizing, hey, like our popularity is in this style of music. I don't think they're thinking of the true longevity unless they're being smart with their money and making investments in other ways, but that's beside the point.
So you also have to adapt.
Exactly.
Adapt and overcome or get left behind.
Well, and that's the thing is like adapting in the genre itself is so difficult to do.
Well, adapting in general is hard because you got to change everything that you know sometimes to something that you don't know, because you just
True.
that's how that scene just changed.
One thing, fair. That's fair.
Because
Yeah.
that's when you can find out how good you are as a musician, as well as can you adapt
Exactly.
to the things around you, because it's not always going to be the same. Music
Yeah.
is constantly changing. People are trying to do different things, so you got to be able to do that as well, or get kind of left behind.
One
true.
thing that I think, like one band that encapsulated the possibility that is the genre of metal in general, specifically metalcore, their Found in Faraway Places album. Like Identity,
Yeah.
they throw like surfer boogie influence in on that bitch.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure in Found in Faraway Places, the song itself, they have like an old western cowboy
Yeah.
kick, ding digga ding ding ding
Yeah,
digga
it's
ding
very
ding.
much
There's
like a
another one
Hogan
where they
kind
put
of
more of a country influence on it. Like they branched out so far, and I think it was done so well because it was an interlude
right.
in between the songs,
Right.
or in the middle of each song, and I think that gave it so much breadth and so much space over the course of a 3 or 4 minute time frame, compared to just listening to that style of aggressive and harsh vocal, which again, I'm a fucking harsh vocalist.
Yeah.
I get it. I'm
Yeah.
all about it.
Same.
But I also understand that not everybody wants to hear that, and so that's why I don't demonstrate that all the time.
Well-
And I've heard from more people than I can imagine that I shouldn't do it in general because I'm not good.
I think you're pretty good.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I know you've said that before, but I just it's one of those things where I personally couldn't make that stylistic choice to jump those genres when it
Right.
comes to the music.
It's a
I
big
wouldn't have it
change.
within me to be able to do that.
Yeah. I don't know.
You know, I'm actually biting my own tongue because as I say that, I have literally been in the process of writing a country song and a what I like to call a sad boy hip hop song,
Emo farm,
like lo-fi,
farm emo.
like just like
With,
little.
emo
I
style
don't know.
vocals over it.
Well, it's like
It's a scam call.
I don't know, probably. I don't know who to relate it to because I don't really listen to that type of stuff.
I don't either.
I would like lyrically, it's not like anybody that I would say like it's but that's the thing. That's kind of what I was backtracking to is I don't understand why I was so biased just now when I'm in the middle of writing songs that are
Doing the
completely
same
outside the
thing.
genre, like
Yeah.
not even trying to tie it into the metal genre.
Right, but you're not like an established brand. Like you have to think about
That's
it
fair.
that way. Like
That's
Yeah.
as a musician or a band, you're not just a musician in a band. You're also a brand to
Yeah.
some degree if you're trying to be successful in a financial way. And so you have to put this image out there. You have to put this sound out there. When people listen to you, they're expecting some sort of feeling, right?
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. At least for me, there's definitely time periods where I don't want to listen to harsh vocals. Like I love harsh vocals. I practice harsh vocals basically every day, but like I don't want to listen to it all the time. You know what I mean? And so like, I don't know, kind of sometimes maybe a band feels a little pigeonholed by the fact that they have a harsh vocalist or vocals at all. Like I know that was
Yeah.
part of the thing with like intervals, for example. Like he just felt kind of like if I'm writing for a vocalist, I have to do certain things, and I can't write certain leads and stuff in the part where he's screaming or whatever because it'll take it away from that, and he didn't want the music to be about that. So that's part of the reason why the vocalist left. It just
Well,
didn't
and
work
at least they had that level of insight into the music though, and the way that they wanted to mix it, and
Well, and that's just putting instruments together. You're just composing the music. Hey, the
you're
style.
able to fill up that space so much more.
Yeah, well, it's like, hey, well, this style of music, we really
As-
can't use that instrument. With this case, the instrument is vocals, so we kind of just got to remove it. So
Yeah.
it's nothing against the singer. It's just
No.
with this style of music, it just doesn't work.
Maybe it's just not the
Exactly.
vibe they're going for.
Yeah,
But
but
then
just
it's-
you're composing music. You got to put the instruments where they belong.
It's funny because I've recently been looking into like jazz, like
Jazz hands.
incorporations into metal as well, and
It's really interesting.
oh, it's beautiful. There's a guy, Mike Rossetti, I'm pretty sure is his name. Don't quote me on that right now, but
Quote him.
I'll show you guys the video
2020.
after. But it's incredible. The title of the song is literally Gent Jazz Funk.
Oh,
And
I think I've seen it.
It's very. I've seen it.
I think I've
like
seen it. Is he like on like the top of a mountain?
Yeah, and he's got that
Yeah.
beautiful wood. I was
Yeah,
like, I'm
I've
pretty sure
seen
I've
it.
shown it to you at some point.
I'm pretty sure
in
I've
the
discovered that one
long time
organically
that
on
we've-
YouTube at
yeah.
one point. But yeah,
We
I've seen
just-
it. I've seen it.
It's beautiful, is what it is, and the way he's
It
able
is.
to tie all three of the genres together is incredible. Like the way he can thump to, and the way he composes the music.
Where he can
it's
thump,
incredible. Yeah, dude.
thump to it.
He thumps like a mother, just
Mm.
slapping it.
He's a mother thumper.
Mother slapper thapper.
Slapper thapper?
I'm a thwap it, man. Thwap it real good.
Whap it real good. That being said, I have not made as much progress on the country and sad boy hip hop song as I would probably like to by this point.
Well, you need to
Yeah.
have it come out by Christmas so you can release a Christmas song for it.
Yeah.
Just
Christmas
one,
country,
just one song.
a Christmas country song. It'll
Yeah.
be
Oh, I
so
could do that.
easy,
Dude,
You could make it like a big, like ironic song, like
the song that I'm writing is called Dear Flat Road.
Bam, there you go.
Dear Flat Road. Nice.
Just
We were
make it a
driving out
Like-
into Nampa, out
Like
into
DEER.
Marsing. Yeah.
Okay. Or like
DEAR.
yeah, like DEAR.
No.
Dear Flat Road. Today, the 31st of October, I write to you.
It was All Hallows
It's
Eve.
a man who fell in love with the road. I can see the romantic, like, period age freaking,
And
like, trailer
carriage.
for it right now.
He's right. He's
Yeah,
riding
he
a
gets.
carriage.
It's in the middle of the rain, and it's like starting to like kind of dissipate a little bit because it's just a dirt road, and it's just a massive downpour, and he's sitting there screaming, trying to build it back up, and a carriage drives over it, and he's screaming at the carriage, "How could you?
No, my road.
My love, my dear flat road!"
She will never be the same.
Slapping his hands in the puddle around him. You're gonna be fine.
It's
Then he gets shot.
maybe
The
that's what we
hoofs.
should do. We should just get into the business of making like cinematic trailers for movies that don't exist.
Is there something?
And then
going
Is
just
there
with it?
starting
already a
Kickstarters for
movie?
the-
Is there a YouTube channel for that exists already or no?
I don't think so.
Because
Not to my knowledge. I don't know.
we can do it.
Because
Yeah.
well, I guess it would just kind of be like a YouTube equivalent version of like the interdimensional cable episodes from Rick and Morty.
It's just all
Is what it
improv.
would be.
Fuck.
That's
We
pretty
could
much
do
all
that
it'd
too.
be. Yeah,
we could
do
just
that.
like improv TV shows, but that's probably been done a couple
That'd be
times.
tough.
I don't know.
I mean, SNL.
I mean, isn't I mean if we're speaking literally, isn't every time somebody writes a TV show improv technically?
They're
I mean,
just kinda
if you did
throwing
it
the
off the
idea
cuff,
out
that's
there.
differently. But I
Yeah.
mean, like every time you write something,
Yeah, no. Every idea's been used at least once in something, so no idea is truly original, which is true.
You
But-
just have to be able to expand on it. and
I
be
just don't
able
want it to feel like
touch
it's
where it
too
needs to.
blatantly unoriginal. You
it's
know?
all been done.
That's fair.
As the old adage goes, Simpsons did it.
Simpsons, get it.
Simpsons have done it.
Go watch South Park's pandemic special episode. Both of you animals.
I know,
They
Mr.
don't have
Savage, and I
HBO
don't
Max.
have HBO, bro. You were just
Comedy
talking
Central.
about this.
Comedy Central. Just go sign up for a little bit. It gives you like I think a 24-hour period of free time to watch episodes.
You know what?
Because that's what I
You
do.
guys, I was listening to you guys talk about this on the other podcast like a couple of episodes ago.
HBO goes bullshit.
Anyways, it's bullshit, and I totally agree.
About
and
the monopoly of streaming services?
Yes, and I hate it.
Yeah.
But I wanted to put in another point to that conversation and say that there was a time, and I don't know if you guys remember this, but you used to be able to watch every episode of South Park on southparkstudios.com for free.
Yes.
And
I
that
do
was
remember
amazing,
that.
and I'm
100%.
so sad that went away. Like, why did
Yeah.
why'd you take that away? You could have advertised on it and made money. You could have.
And then you wouldn't have had the middleman of the streaming
Yeah,
services. 'Cause it would
I'm
just
so
been,
sad. And I regret to say that convinced me to buy Hulu, and that makes me sad. There was other stuff on Hulu I wanted to watch.
Yeah.
Too,
Well,
so
I
it
mean,
wasn't-
Comedy Central or South Park's website does that right now. You can sign in. But like I said, I was on a 24-hour trial period of watching free episodes.
yeah.
But you can watch them, but you just got to sign up and shit. So I don't know how that works.
Well, yeah, I mean, you used to have a free account, and then you could watch whatever episode you wanted. But I don't know. I haven't been back to it recently, but
Yeah.
I know that for like a time period when it first went to Hulu, you couldn't watch it on South Park Studios anymore if you had an account or anything.
Hulu.
Damn.
They would have like a couple of free episodes. Like you could watch like 6 episodes from the first 13 seasons or something.
Why did HBO go? Why did it have to be them? Why did they come in here and think, you know, let's take South Park?
Yeah,
It'd be a
then
good show.
HBO swooped them up, and it's not even. And the thing about it that I'm really pissed off about is like, it's not even on the regular HBO Go. It's like
No.
their own separate HBO thing. So it's like you can have an HBO subscription through cable, which usually gets you access to every HBO thing, except for this stuff is all separate. So now you have to have a separate fucking subscription just for this. What is it, HBO Max? Yeah, fuck it. That's why I hate it. That's the part about it I hate. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm sad too because generally speaking, I liked HBO, and so this makes me want to rethink my thoughts about them.
No, ditch them.
And I don't like it.
Ditch them right now.
For whatever
I'll just
reason,
make
I
my
was so
stand on
against-
HBO Go.
For whatever reason, I was so against HBO that I like even when somebody would offer me like access to their account to watch like Game of Thrones or whatever, I'd be like, no. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in that right now.
Yeah. I watched.
I
Game
still
of
haven't
Thrones and
I still haven't
everything,
seen any of Game of Thrones.
Nope.
I mean, I definitely recommend the first couple seasons, first 3 for sure. And then it starts getting weird after that. But the first 3 are classic. Definitely recommend. I don't know, watch them on somebody else's account or some shit. Don't give more money to HBO. But
Yeah.
Nope. They get no more money from you. They're already trying to milk you for all you got with 2 HBOs.
yeah,
Two HBO things.
would that be 2 O's? HBO.
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 What does HBO even stand for? Does anybody know what that?
Human Broadcast Office. I don't know.
Shit, that would probably be about as close of an
Don't you guys
answer
have
as
a
I'd
Jamie
get.
who pulls shit up here?
We know Don's not here.
Damn it.
Don,
Yeah, Don Chicago.
Don, you have a lot of explaining to do
Yeah.
post edit, so I better see an apology right now on the screen. Talk about how fucking sorry you are for not being here for Roe Jogan to pull up the thing he needs. Way to go. Thank you, Don.
Thank you.
It means home
Don.
box office. So I guess none of them would be multiples.
Home
Unless
box
it be
office.
no.
Home box.
What?
So it's home box office go, home box office max, home box office go fuck yourself. Holiday special.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, what are you gonna do? Cancel your subscription and go somewhere else? Oh,
Oh,
there is
no.
no one.
Oh, there's
The
no
the
one
nipple
else.
flaps
It's
kill
just us.
Oh no. God damn it.
Nipple flaps absolutely kill me.
Yeah, I think we need to bring nipple flaps back. I don't
I
think they
mean-
were ever a thing, but if they were, we should bring them back.
They were a weird fact that I know. I don't know if it's an actual fact. Don't quote me on it. I heard it from a teacher
No,
when I was
keep
in the
saying
6th
it's a
grade.
fact.
So, of course, I took it as fact and never really looked into it past that point. But when we were doing our special on, like, Greece and, like, Mesopotamia and all that
Fact,
weird
not
shit,
Fiction.
and they had us dress up, quote unquote, in like bed sheets and like the traditional garb and how it was made. And one of the teachers said like initially one of the like the way that they were made for the women, like they had like a variation of a drawstring on the part underneath their like initial pullover, and they could take their breasts out and feed children if they needed to.
I see.
Whip
Yeah.
them titties
Interesting.
out.
And they also used to not be allowed in the Olympics, like back in like ancient times, because
Yeah.
clothes were thought to have been a hindrance.
Yeah.
So men always competed in the nude, and they always thought that it would be a distraction for women to be there.
I see. I mean, that
I
makes
mean,
sense.
I would compete in the nude. Less restrictions.
No,
for the
I would
better.
definitely want to compete with something containing my man area.
Nah, man, let
No,
my dick flop out.
I have done a lot of athletic things in my life, and if those things are not contained, you're having a bad time.
Just slapping you up in the thighs.
Yeah,
and shit.
dude, I'm not lying, bro. I'm talking like you could bruise that shit.
Compression shorts.
I
Yeah,
guess-
you want to contain that shit.
I guess I've never done any athletics naked.
Dude, basketball. I used to do it in boxers and like these big ass baggy shorts.
Yeah.
Awful.
Yeah.
My
I
balls
always
would
wore
kill me
baggy
afterwards.
shorts, but I always had compression shorts on underneath.
See, it's when I discovered compression shorts that
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, now we're
Yeah.
talking.
This is game changing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now we're
you
talking.
avoid any discomfort. It's really good.
And
for
All
you'll-
your
you.
shit stays in one place.
Yeah,
In
it's
your
not-
genital
there's
region.
No smacking, no slapping, no bouncing.
No bopping.
Not a
No
single
beeping
bop.
or fropping or gopping.
Not even a twist it.
Or a shove it.
Hopefully no shoves it.
Bob it.
hopefully no shoves it.
No shoves it. No pop shoves it.
Pop, lock, and drop it.
God, could you imagine a
I could only.
doing a
Whoa.
pop shove it on a skateboard?
Oh no.
Have you guys ever played the game Genital Jousting?
I've heard
No,
about it, but
not
I have
yet.
not
It's-
played.
So goddamn funny. The playthrough is hilarious. It really is. You can lead with either the head or the ass.
Oh
And
my
doesn't it
God.
just sound like a bunch of just literal dicks slapping together?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
literally what it is. I'm sure.
The first time I ever played it, he didn't show me anything about it on Steam or whatever. He's like, dude, you like play this game, and he had it loading up, and the screen was black, and so I jumped into the thing and put the headset on, and like I hit start, and it's literally just like a little tutorial that just builds as you go, and then your life falls apart because like everybody's a dick.
No.
There's
Everybody's
no like
a
real
dick.
people. It's just so like the dick is the person.
Oh my
And
God.
you just walk with your balls, like your balls just slowly like walking
So wait,
around.
it's
so
like you're
funny.
Randy from that episode of South Park where he's
Pretty
trying
much.
to get
Yeah.
tweed.
I just
Yes,
wish
but
Except
it's
for
no
his
weed.
body was the shaft instead of Randy.
pretty
Gotcha.
much.
Integrity Farms.
It's
No, I'm
like
just-
his life falls apart. Like he becomes an alcoholic. It's hilarious.
Now I'm just imagining like an animation of Randy from that episode of South Park doing a pop shove it with his balls, which should have existed.
I mean, he was bouncing on them like one of
Mhm.
those bouncy moon balls.
I know.
So, why wouldn't he fucking
They're all
Walk
bouncing
on it.
around with giant balls, smoking.
smoking a doobie down the street of South Park? Hell yeah. That's the shit, my guy.
Hey,
He's just
I
carrying his
can't
balls
get in.
around
My
and
my balls are too big. I can't get in. Can you
Can-
just sell
I
me
need-
right here?
I need medicinal fried chicken.
Hey, can you just sell it to me right here?
Yeah.
No, I need you to be up here at the counter. But I can't get in. My balls are stuck.
I'm sorry, sir. The law says we can't sell outside the premises of this building. Come on, man. Just sell me some weed. I'm starting to feel dumb. And then fuck, there's like a whole protest after that. What do we want? Bigger doors. Where do we want them? Weed stores. All the dudes bouncing around on their balls.
Hey, where's everybody going? Going downtown. Oh, is this a protest or a riot? We don't know, but it's something about COVID. We're all gathering to see.
Oh no.
Gotta see
need to see
Pandemic
it, fuck.
Special. Yeah.
Feel out of the loop here.
Your chin
I
diaper.
haven't seen it either.
He hasn't seen it. Excuse me, but I don't feel comfortable unless you put your chin diaper on before you come closer to me. It's the UPS guy. You want us to put our chin diapers over our nose. Fuck you, Fauci.
God damn it. Carmen would be the guy.
What a world we live in.
Carvin has his own 6-foot pole. He just fucking jabs into anyone next to him. He's like, 6 feet!
I saw
Does it to his mom.
a picture of a guy the other day. Oh, actually, it was a little while ago. And he had a bike helmet on, and he had glued 6-foot-long pool noodles.
I guess
Like,
that's here.
8 of them on the top of his helmet in like a big circle,
Yep.
so people couldn't get within 6 feet of him.
Hey, if it works, it's not stupid. That's why I liked it.
I mean, I don't know.
Think-
Can you imagine carrying that around on your head all day? Well, I guess if you're only in there for like an hour, but still.
But it's only pool noodles. It's not like they weigh a ton.
No, but they're like hanging out. I guess they are balanced theoretically.
Well, I was gonna say it depends on if you put support on them.
But
no,
it would
they
be
looked pretty
annoying.
floppy.
It would be annoying
Then
if you'd
that's
be
not even
smacking
6
on
feet.
everything. You'd just be smacking
Yeah.
all over
Yeah,
shit.
you'd be smacking.
You would
Can
just
you
hope that
imagine
you'd just be outside the entire
how many
time.
cans do you think he knocked onto the ground?
All of them. Every
But with a
single
pool
can.
noodle, especially if it's not supported.
Oh, dude, you would be
8 of 'em?
very surprised as to how
8 of 'em,
weak
though?
those cans are on the shelf.
Like, he's going to have 4 on one side and 4 on the other.
went
into a
Like,
store?
swipe.
Yeah, he was in like a grocery
way.
store walking around
Yeah.
with this
God.
helmet on with the pool noodles.
I
on top
thought we
of
were
it.
just talking about him walking
No,
around outside.
Not
I'm like, oh, well, that
hypothetical. No,
makes sense.
This
Yeah.
motherfucker's in
a
like
store?
Walmart or some
Yeah.
shit.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, what an idiot.
Buying stuff. Well, I mean, 6 feet, keep people away. Just smacking them in
Did you
the face.
just like? I'm imagining the cosmetic section,
Well, my
like deodorants and all that shit.
On the
yeah,
ground.
oh yeah, like that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. He's like walking down the aisle. He's
Uh-huh.
like hitting cans of beans
There's
off
no
the
way.
top shelf. Like
He
fucking-
walks, maybe even down the cat and dog food aisle.
Easily
Yeah.
on the ground.
Oh, yeah.
And all that shit.
It's bad. It's not
Cans,
good.
beans.
But like my thing
Hair care
is
products.
think about how much time and effort and thought this dude put into gluing the noodles to the top of this helmet at the right length and getting them to stay on there so you didn't have to worry about it falling off. When all you had to do was put a fucking piece of cloth over his face instead. Like,
Exactly.
Yeah, he wasn't wearing a mask. He was still just wearing the noodle helmet.
it's not that hard.
Because it's against my rights.
My rights.
As long as you stay 6 feet away from me, we should be fine.
Yeah, whatever.
It's just like how you can't walk in naked into a store. God damn it.
I know,
Putting
like,
shit on.
Jesus.
That's, it's kind of a problem. I don't think
I don't want to see you naked, and I don't want you coughing on me, so put it on. Like shit.
I love the urination analogy for it. In terms of,
Which
like,
is?
why you should wear your mask. Well, like, imagine
you
if I have to imagine if I start urinating.
Okay.
Would you rather me urinate on you,
Oh,
like,
yeah,
without a
yeah.
barrier?
Gotcha.
Or would you
with my
rather me,
pants on.
like, pee with my pants and just piss all over me?
Piss on myself.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Like, even if I wear the pants and you don't, and you still pee on me, I'm still getting peed on. It's still on me.
And I'm still
But if
pissed.
you wear your pants and I wear my pants and you piss yourself, you're just pissing yourself.
Yeah.
And it's still not getting to me.
Exactly. So you can keep your piss to yourself.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah. And it's just like with the chin diaper thing, you wouldn't pull your underwear only up to your balls and let your dick hang out. It's the same thing with your mask. You wouldn't just let your nose hang out.
Yeah, 100%.
You cover the whole
100%.
fucking thing up.
Imagine how painful that would be. As soon as you go to pull your pants up, you have not only the elastic of the band pressing up against, like, the base of your dick, like over your balls,
no.
but then you have the compression of the jean smushing your dick down and into your shit.
I need, like, more clarification. Is it, like, in the gooch, or are we talking above the balls?
No, above the balls at the
Like
base.
right
of
where
the
the balls and
okay.
the base of the
I need
penis
to make sure that
start.
everybody's got the correct
yeah,
mental
at
picture
the,
here.
yeah, at the balls at the
Yeah.
base of the dick, and then when you pull them up even more, it smushes the dick down onto the waistband,
I see.
and now you're getting fucking jean burn on your shit,
And potential zipping up your dick.
and the potential of zipping up your dick, which is,
And everybody can see bits of your penis.
you mean like your dick print is more, like, noticeable?
Well, like, you're...
Yeah, it
like,
definitely
you're,
would be.
You're double folded now, right?
Double folded.
Well, like, think about it. So,
yeah,
like,
I know your bulge gets bigger.
yeah, because, like, well, like, you got this coming here, squeezing. Then you got this coming down, pushing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no,
It's
yeah.
double dick
Yeah.
now. You got double.
I-
Double.
It's like a push up for your dick.
I don't know about that. Double for your dick.
No, a push
I
up
got a
for your
double-
dick.
Oh, a push up.
Yeah, like you
Like
know,
a
push up
push-up
bra.
bra?
Yeah.
Yeah, doctors say this one trick.
Maybe that's what we have to do is just invent underwear that one has like a ball,
A
like
lift.
satch, like just a little area for your nuts to sit in all by itself, and then one for your dick that has something like that like
Like a
propels it
sock?
forward. Yeah, like a sock that propels it forward.
I'm not gonna lie, that
But- and
sounds like
then-
it'd be pretty
It's
comfortable.
got like a little piece of plastic.
But that's what I'm saying is
Just
like it's
gonna-
got its own little compartments for each of your, like, one of your fucking pieces, man.
Here you
Even
go.
if you only got one nut, like,
You can get real wild with it. You can make it temperature controlled.
I don't want to add any technology in my underwear. I'm gonna tell you right now. But
Future,
we can have like cooling technology in, like, the fabrics that we use.
Or like
Have you
breathable
guys not heard
fabric.
about the nut bra?
The nut bra, that
No,
sounds
never.
like a Wish thing.
It is
and-
not a Wish thing. It is an old
Is it
skit.
from Etsy?
No, it's an old skit. I can't remember if it was off of like an old internet forum or something like that. But it's like this short fake commercial for older gentlemen whose nuts have started to sag due to gravity, and it's a little thing that
Warmer?
looks like a bra that you pull up your legs and your nuts rest in, so that when you do things like, for example, one of the scenes is like, do you hate it when it's time to shit and you sit on the toilet and you accidentally dump your nuts into the water? And there's like an old grandpa and he like sits in the water and goes, ah! His balls get all wet. And
My
so he's
dick
like,
touched the
you know,
water.
introducing the nut bra. And it's like this fucking lacy little pink bra that you fucking wear like underwear that holds your nuts up so that you don't do
Damn it.
things like sit on your nuts on accident when you get in the car.
So-
Or when you're out waving at the neighbor in your bathrobe, your
balls
nuts
just
aren't
fall
dangling
out.
by your ankle. Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Morning, neighbor.
Anyways, it's an old skit. I'll have to show you sometimes. But yeah, it's a thing, guys.
I'll
Nut
need
bra.
to see that. That sounds hilarious. A nut bra.
It's old. It'll be in like 144p or some shit, but it's still funny.
Pre 2005.
We'll have different, like,
YouTube.
size compartments for the nuts.
Your walnuts.
Ranging from extra small to extra large.
Yeah.
Put your
Beautiful.
peanuts to your walnuts.
That's a marketing ploy.
Well,
That's
folks.
definitely a marketing ploy.
Sorry, I had a
Plenty of
huge
peanuts
yawn.
to your walnuts.
From peanuts to your
Lord.
walnuts.
But yeah, a little penis sleeve.
There's the
That
slogan.
has,
That's the slogan, guys. We're running with it.
Copyright.
Anybody?
trademark.
No. Any objections? Nobody?
No.
We're gonna get onto Shark Tank, and he's gonna say, "You walked in here with something we've never seen, in an underwear that's rare."
In underwear, that's rare.
But on that note, I don't really see the point to it.
That's almost raw.
I'm not buying.
What?
I'm not buying.
You're not buying the project?
I'm not buying our own project. The one that we developed together, I'm not buying.
Why? What's wrong with it?
Give me
You
a
wouldn't
flaw.
buy something.
Oh no, I
that
was just
is-
being the hypothetical,
Oh, okay.
the hypothetical guy on the
I thought you
TV
were
show.
ready to poke holes. I'm like,
No,
you
you
give
no,
me
no,
what's
no,
the
no,
problem
no,
with the
we need
penis
it.
sleeve?
You
No,
give
we
me a
need it.
flaw right now.
We need it because then we could sell a padded version for insecure men and then really play on it and get some money.
brother. Yeah.
That's
And we could
insane.
advertise on Pornhub instead of like those doctors hate this dick enlargement
Ah,
pills.
those are so dumb.
Yeah,
It's
we
like
could-
here's some
we could
underwear
make
that
a lot of
actually
money.
give you the oomph that you're
It'll
looking
make
for.
the ladies think you hunk, but don't try to sleep with them because you will look like a fool.
Now it's only gonna be looking the part,
Yeah.
but you can't
It's
play
up
the
to
part.
you to tie the sausage to
And
your
then
actual
that
schlong.
is when we'll make a brand deal with the companies that sell the dick enlargement pills, and we'll be like, but if you want to fill it up,
Here you go.
Boom.
If you buy 5 underwears, you get a pack of these pills for
spreading
free.
the web. Now we're making money.
Quick, somebody do that. Get back to us on it.
So does anybody know how to sew underwear with separate compartments for your nuts and dick?
I could probably figure it out.
I know how to sell underwear.
Okay.
And we'll start door to door.
Excellent.
No, because then we'll end up like that underwear salesman in American Dad with heroin in our arms and falling off
On the train.
Something tells me we'll see him again someday.
You boys want so you trendsetters, pioneers.
They'll carry you through the streets.
They did
He's
it. They're
right.
taking
They're
us straight to the girls.
Taking us straight to the women. I'm Leo. I like making love with the lights on.
And I like fat bitches.
This is our chance to reinvent ourselves. The name's Joss. I'm a tennis player from Vegas. Making niçoise salad that'll knock your socks off. Freaking.
Fuck.
And a big ass. I never turn down lunch. Or a big ass bitch.
Yeah, I fucking love that. Or a big ass bitch. Barry's definitely the sleeper of the show.
Oh, god damn it. Look my cholesterol. Barry, you have a lot of health problems. I wish they would have told me that the stove was on. His hands are just fried.
Barry, how are these your parents? How did they end up with you? When Stan and Francine go over to Barry's house.
Haven't seen that one.
You haven't seen? Oh, I think it might be newer then.
Yeah.
Yeah, you totally meet Barry's parents.
Really? That's funny
And
as
they're, I
shit.
guess they're swingers.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty solid. Yeah, or that's Stan and Francine's nickname, the because they'll do anything, but they
Mhm.
set boundaries.
That's
So they're like
God damn it.
totally
Weird.
straight out of the '70s stereotype. Barry's
Really?
parents, yeah, like
That's hilarious.
the house is set up like the '70s. You had that conversation pit fucking thing and
They
everything.
have carpet on the walls.
Yeah, he's
Fuck
wearing
yeah.
bell bottoms.
Bro, for
Fuck
real though,
yeah.
Conversation Pit
Needs to make a comeback.
needs
like
to
real
100%
bad.
make a comeback.
Screw this
That shit.
vaulted ceiling bullshit. Give me
Mhm.
a conversation pit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll feel like
And-
a higher ceiling in
And
a
we need
conversation
carpeted
pit
walls
anyway.
again.
I don't I don't know about
We
that.
need them back.
No,
guys.
we
Bring
need
them
wo-
back.
we need
Bring
wood-
back the carpeted
We
walls.
need
Mildew.
wood paneled walls again.
No wood paneling.
Hell no to the wood panel
Why?
walls.
Bring back real hardwood floors.
Yes. Yes
Down
to
for
that.
Yeah, real hardwood floors.
Well, we gotta
real
start
fake
growing
doors
more
here.
trees, guys.
Real fake doors? Yeah, I don't know.
We gotta make more trees. If we
Time to
want
start
real
planting.
wooden floors, guys.
Have you become a lord yet? I haven't.
I'm a lord.
A lord on what?
If you come make a donation, and that donation technically buys you like a square foot plot of land, and in like Ireland or some shit, and you become a lord.
Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Take it.
Get lorded.
Take that alcoholic beverage.
I'm having a hard time. Looky puss, help me.
Desperado.
Why don't you
Come to your senses.
You're out riding fences.
It's more of the song than I know, so congrats to you.
So long now. I grew up on the Eagles, yo. My parents love that shit. I'm sorry. I can't.
I was gonna say, can I help you?
I've
But
made a
I
mess.
understand.
Jamie, we need you to pull up some paper towels.
Can you grab me a paper towel? Yeah.
Guys, on my podcast, we have Jamie. Where is your Jamie? I'm
It's
sorry,
not
his
Jamie.
name
it's
isn't
Don
Jamie.
Chicago.
His name is Jaime on my show.
Jaime.
Yeah, we got Donnie. Donnie's not here right now.
Don Chicago.
You'll have to deal with
Don's out doing a drug deal.
Oh,
Definitely
don't throw
not
him
true.
under the
Yeah.
bus like that.
Definitely
I-
not true.
I never said what kind of drug. I just he was doing a drug deal. He could probably be out there
He's
delivering
buying
aspirin.
alcohol from the convenience store.
No, he could be a freaking delivery driver for a pharmaceutical company. He's doing a drug deal, signing up at like Walgreens. Here you go. Here's your pills and stuff. Sign here.
Don Chicago's a pharmacist?
He's a pharmaceutical truck driver. He's not a pharmacist.
Truck driver?
Yeah. No,
I am fairly certain
He's-
that is not.
he's the delivery
Not
driver.
true.
You know, like Coca-Cola and
No,
like.
no. Everybody knows that Don Chicago is a male stripper. You call the number on the wall, he shows up because he's Don Chicago. He's got the meats, you know?
That's disgusting.
His meat?
What, you order the capricola, the salami?
Or the thick Italian sausage?
You tell me, I'll put it on that pizza.
I vote for none. Can I get
Can I
none?
just
Do you
get-
have
I don't want any Italian meat on my shit.
Do you have
beef?
anything that will make me forget the last 5 minutes of conversation I just had? If you have any of that, I'll buy it. If
Is
not,
your
I'm
pizza
out.
that good?
It's $5. It's great.
Oh, man, it's great. Could you imagine Sylvester
man.
Stallone does that? He shows up at your door and his dick is in the pizza box. That'd be disgusting.
Why does it have to be Sylvester Stallone? Why do you
I
gotta?
just-
Why you gotta put Rocky's dick in a pizza?
I don't know. Because it might have been good.
What was okay?
Shit, I forgot Sylvester Stallone started to show up and he said right over there. Tell me how your fight up against Apollo was.
I don't remember it. I haven't seen the movies, so I couldn't tell you.
It's been such a long time since I'd seen.
All I know is that he, I'm pretty sure didn't he have like a stroke somewhere in between like the first three movies?
I don't know. I haven't followed Sylvester Stallone's life at all, so I couldn't tell you it.
I
still have a
know
hard
that-
time believing he was a porn actor. He was a porn actor.
I am so
I don't think
glad
he
I
really
didn't
was.
know that before, but now that I've been enlightened
I
to
truly don't
this
think he
knowledge,
was.
I'm
I
sad. Why did
truly-
you
like,
tell
he
me?
may have been in one, but I don't think he was like a porn star.
Yeah, no, there's a thing saying like Sylvester Stallone before he got big as an actor, he was in porn.
Was that like Kim Kardashian was in porn, or
Well, that's what I'm.
That's what I'm saying.
thinking.
That's what I
Yeah.
think it was. Is like, well, no, like, cause Kim Kardashian's was like.
I think
fully
he was in
amateur.
an actual movie.
I think he was in like a legit film, but
Okay.
just the one.
just one?
But I don't.
So like
I've
half
never.
of Mia Khalifa.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe.
I do feel bad for her. She got fucked out of a lot of money.
Yeah, she was only in like I don't know less than 10 films or something. I saw something about it a little while ago.
Really?
Yeah, and she made like less than 10 grand.
Yeah, I heard she made even like way
Yeah.
less than that.
I don't remember what the figure was, so I don't want to misspeak, but it was
Yeah.
like peanuts for considering like you say that name, everybody knows who she is. I have never seen one of her videos personally.
Peanuts.
What?
Who the fuck is Peanuts?
What? She made peanuts. Like that's not a lot. Like she made.
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
the metaphor,
I
she
thought
made
you were talking
peanuts.
about.
No, she didn't literally make peanuts. We're the one that. What was the slogan again? Come on.
Oh, peanuts
Uh,
to walnuts.
Yeah, from
peanuts
peanuts
to
to walnuts. Anyways,
But no, yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Is like everybody knows who she is
yeah, that's what I'm
compared
saying.
to like what
She
her
made
career
no
amounted
money.
to.
Her videos
Yeah.
got millions of views. It's ridiculous. This is why OnlyFans and like private Snapchats and shit exist because
Mhm.
girls are bringing in like $100 grand a month
You could do this
On
shit by
fucking
yourself
OnlyFans.
for more money than going through someone
They're literally
else.
just in their fucking rooms fucking themselves with a piece of plastic, making $100,000 a fucking month just because they're hot. And I don't
it.
hate the hustle at all.
Yeah,
like
no.
I get it. But this is
understand
why it
it.
exists, because
Yeah.
Pornhub just like literally and figuratively fucks over the models.
Both a metaphor and actually doing.
Yeah.
Quite literally, if you pay attention to any of the content on the website, you will see that it is a literal narrative.
Personally, I've only been there 1 or 2 times for research purposes only.
Wrote a
Hey,
couple.
Jiraiya.
Wrote,
Research.
he wrote a couple papers, did a couple movies, research.
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 Yeah, research.
Disgusting. That's what it is.
You
But
fools
no, yeah.
disgust me.
Do your amateur hustle because fuck, that gets you money.
Yeah, no, I don't hate
Yeah,
it
if it
at
breaks
all,
you out
but
of
that's
the
why
rat
it
race,
exists.
why not, right?
Well, that's like I think, if I was a chick, goddamn right would I be doing this same thing.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Taking total advantage of it. Not
Oh
gonna
yeah,
lie.
because it's like it really just goes down to how you feel about it. Because you're the one doing it. Doesn't care about anyone else.
Yeah.
How do you
I
feel
do
about
it
I mean,
for
it is
free and
something
feel
that would-
shame regardless.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, I haven't seen anything, so if you have been doing it, you haven't been showing me.
Yeah, why am I
There's
not part of your?
Not been any promotion on my OnlyFans page for a reason.
Well, they get some paid promotion.
Is
Google
it
can
just
do it for you.
Lots of hair. Is it just pictures of hair?
You're not wrong.
It's the lumberjack sessions.
Let me
and
tell
we-
you. Let me tell you what it really is. I'm afraid of the clientele that I'll bring in. 100%.
It would be all men.
So?
Yeah, that's me too.
So?
That's why I wouldn't do it.
So
Just- I
no,
know,
no.
I
Get this
know,
though.
like-
The cool thing with stuff being done on these apps and whatnot is you don't actually have to make the physical contact
No.
or actually talk to them. So it's like even if it's the client,
yeah.
not the clientele that you want, you can still play the part, but you're not like doing
That'll
anything.
make me feel weird though. Anyway.
But it would still be a weird interaction. But it's like
Yo, what's up, big guy?
Hey, fella.
it's
No.
the lumberjack.
No.
It's the
Hey,
lumberjack
fella.
session.
Hey, fella.
Jesus.
No, you go, hey, big boy, with an eye.
I'd have to play like
Big boy.
the Dom thing the whole time.
Do
you
it.
know? That'd have to be the whole.
There's
the only
definitely
way I
those
could-
weirdos out there that want to be just.
Oh yeah.
Tell me I'm just.
I don't get it.
naughty.
Tell me
Really
I'm a
don't.
filthy little whore. I need you to tell me I'm a slut.
Lock
Tell me
me in
that I'm
a cage.
worthless.
I
Put me in a
can't
vacuum
come unless I
seal.
feel like a minuscule speck.
Put me in
Help.
a vacuum sealed, like airtight container where I can't do anything and I rely on you to make sure I don't die.
Please.
Please.
Degrade
Ooh, woo.
But if you kill me, no, I'm just kidding.
No.
Unless
Unless. What if we made out in the Chili's parking lot? JK.
just kidding.
Unless.
Unless
Oh, sorry, my friend took my phone and wrote that.
yeah.
It's okay, I got my phone.
Oh,
back
I
now.
accidentally dropped that in the toilet, and that's what autocorrect said. I'm so sorry.
Gosh, you remember middle school excuses like that?
Oh
though?
yeah, 100%. I think back sometimes, and I'm like, oh fuck,
That's
crunch.
probably the
Fucking
cringiest
cringe.
Totally used some of those.
But then also I remember thinking like people would say dumb shit like that to me and I would buy it.
Oh,
so I'm
yeah.
like, I bet you they were buying it too because we were both 12 and stupid.
part.
all of
Both
us,
12 and
all of us were stupid at that time.
Yeah, I mean none of us are not stupid now. You know what I mean?
No, I'm pretty stupid.
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
There are
Ma-
definitely
Speaking for
points in my
yourself,
life where I
maybe.
question-
I'm
Put me,
stupid
I'm
now
pretty
for
stupid.
sure, 100%.
There are definitely points in my life where I question my own intelligence.
Oh yeah,
I do
Say
it every
that.
time.
I do it all the time.
I do it right now. I wake up and be like, that's a
Mhm.
bad
Do
idea.
I know what I say I know?
See, I never forget what the elephant remembered.
See, I'm not
You
an
can't
elephant,
remember
so
the
I don't
quote
remember
about
what
how an
the
elephant
See,
never forgets?
see, he's
Shit.
stupid. Someone called the police and put him in a stupid hospital.
Put him in one of those.
All I'm
rooms.
saying, I'm not saying you're dumb. All I'm saying is if you were born in Sparta, they would have tossed your ass off the cliff. Okay.
Just saying. It wouldn't have fit them.
They'd have smacked my ass. I would have screamed right at him. He'd have been like, "Good, a fighter!" and then grabbed me by the leg and tossed me into the dirt, and my life would have begun as a Spartan.
You'd have had to kill the mountain cougar.
At like the age of 8.
Yeah.
8 seconds.
You go 8 seconds in there with a cougar. If you don't kill it in 8 seconds, you're not a real man.
Just run in there and snap its neck.
How fucking crazy do you think that would be if you legit walked up on a cougar's den and he just came right at you, and your only true defense and your only way of making sure that it did not kill you was grab it by the scruff, jaw, and just fucking.
I would
take care of that
100%
bitch.
die.
Yeah, no, I would
Yeah.
totally. Well, that's like
I would be dead.
every time I think about that time, like in the Spartans and everything, where these people or killing bears and lions and cougars with melee weapons.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way. I
mean,
I
There's
couldn't
no
do
way.
it.
I think maybe there was a time period in my life when I was way more fit than I am currently that maybe I would have stood a chance if I had, instead of playing sports, focused on being a
Survival.
soldier
Yeah.
or something, like somebody who's good with weapons,
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I think I could have, but not anymore.
So, well, and that's the other thing. You have to take into account like the way that they're brought up at that point.
Yeah.
Well, that is true. The time is totally.
I feel like I personally like what was the actual age at which they were sent off?
It was 10.
Yeah, I'm
Is
pretty
it
sure it's
10?
Yeah, because you're out there for a year.
Well, I mean, think about it this way. Like, did you guys play like any sort of youth sports when you were kids?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So like, let's say instead of when you were a kid at the age of like 6 through 10, you're playing youth soccer, youth baseball, youth basketball, whatever. They're not doing that. They're learning how to like fight, and
Yeah.
they're learning how to farm, and they're learning how to do shit like that. It's totally different.
More physical
So,
than athletic.
Yeah, so you're learning these skills from a super early age. You have the muscle memory from a child. Like, think about the things you did the most when you were a kid, and you probably still carry a lot of like talent
Okay.
to them now, even if you haven't practiced in years.
So then, would you have the willpower to do it then?
Oh yeah. I
I
have the
think if
willpower
I was,
to do it right
I
now.
think if I was brought up, I think if I was brought up in that mindset,
Yeah.
but probably not now, probably, unless like I was forced.
Like,
That's
yeah,
what
I
I'm
like
saying is you're in a survival, like instantaneous. Like you either make that decision or you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fight or flight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in that situation, I'd like to be pretty
Obviously,
confident
you'd
that
want
I'd be
to be
able
able
to do it.
You more than likely would want to run, but if it's not an option, do you think that fight would take over enough for you to be able to handle it?
I mean, I like to think that if I were put in a situation like that, I would have planned ahead and had at least something to defend
Like
myself.
a knife or something?
Yeah, I have.
Just a long spear. Spear game's
Yeah,
strong.
right. It
Back
would be
to the
like a
Sparta.
baton, one of those police batons that like snaps out,
Oh, you wick it out?
Yeah, but it's a spear instead. It's a short spear.
No, you gotta have that spear because you gotta keep that distance. They can't get to you. Just
Yeah,
hide
exactly.
behind that shit. Just-
But yeah, no,
Ugh.
I think if I had like a knife or something, then yeah, I think I could.
Probably be a little bit easier.
Yeah,
Or mace.
just carry a gun.
I think a mace would be pretty sweet to have as a weapon. Yeah, just a ball and not a mace on a chain, but just a fucking.
Like a
Yeah,
stick with the
not a
mace.
morning
top.
star, but a
yeah,
mace.
yeah. Just.
Well,
fuck-
see, the morning star is actually an incredibly unrealistic weapon.
Yeah, they never would have
And,
really used that.
Yeah,
Too top heavy.
Well, the
It-
theory is like the reason people would have used it would be to get around shields because like think about it with a normal weapon. If you swing at it from the side, the shaft of your weapon hits the side of the shield, it bounces off, and you're not hitting anything behind it. But if
Oh.
you swing with a chain, it wraps around the shield and
Yeah,
keeps
because it's
hitting.
gonna keep going.
Plus-
So that's
their
the
shield
theory.
on.
So it's only like it would only be really good situationally, but it's also really dangerous because like on the swing forwards, you could hit yourself, you can hit your teammates because it's really
Well, on the swing
uncontrollable.
back too.
Yeah.
When you
Yeah,
come back.
exactly. Just whack
Exactly.
yourself.
right in the back.
Yeah, so it's a really, really situational and not very effective in compared to like just a regular mace or like a spear or
It's like a
sword.
flank weapon only
See, I'd
used.
be
in-
way more confident in just a mace, though, having that much like force to something like that blunted edge, and just being able to just smash through a shield.
Yeah.
I would take that easy. Or
Yeah.
like if I knew I had like a really sharp backs, depending on the level of shield that I'd be going up against. Like if it has reinforcements or if it's just wood, I'd feel confident with that. But I would hate to go in with just a sword, honestly. Like
Oh,
maybe
yeah,
a
no.
short sword.
I would
for, like,
definitely
close
Long
want to
sword.
go in with like a shield and an axe and like a sword on my belt in case.
Yeah. I'd definitely have like a duelist sword just in case, but
Yeah.
the majority of my weaponry would be through either an axe or a mace.
Yeah, I'd want an axe for sure.
do double-handed axe.
Because also axes are like fairly effective against
Mhm.
armor in comparison to other things.
Exactly.
What was it? Just
And
bigger
especially if you
blade?
got like an
Mhm.
axe with like a pierced, like a spike on the back or a spike on the top. That way you can get
So you
through
can-
the plate.
Mhm.
Or even just to get the distance too. You can just get away from me.
Yeah.
Just an extra little bit.
Get away. Here's a point. Don't touch it. Watch out for those pointy bits.
Don't touch the pointy bits.
I'd like to think that I would never have used a shield, but if you talk realistically, you basically would need a shield in any sort of medieval combat. Otherwise,
Yeah.
you're
Oh
At
yeah.
a
not
disadvantage.
you're at
The
a
only
huge
time you wouldn't
disadvantage.
use a shield is if you're on horseback.
And even then,
Well,
They
that's
had
what I'm
shields
saying,
on
is,
their
like,
back.
I would have liked to believe that I would have been more in a like a berserker category of like dual wielding axes and just sprinting towards you, drop kicking through the shields, breaking the defense real quick, and then fucking getting everybody.
Well, see, and I feel like that's just overplayed by movies, though.
It would be, but you know what?
I don't feel like in real medieval times there were people like that.
Well, and
Because you would go down so
you do have
fast.
to, you have to also take into account any sort of wound like that probably would have meant death at that point.
Well,
because they
yeah,
didn't have-
and you also got to think about, like, in the movies, you come running at one person or whatever, you're just fighting one person, and then, like, oh, now I'm on to the next person who is preoccupied.
It's the
But in
Assassin's
real life,
Creed
you
thing.
start running in, everybody sees you, 4 people turn around and shove spears into your groin or something when you try and jump in and you just die.
It's win by numbers, so they're not gonna let you just. So I think that's just like a movie thing.
Yeah.
Well,
I
let
think
me be
about
in
it
the
more
movie.
like a game of football. Like,
Now I definitely believe there's double acts in like close combat stuff when they're walking through castles and stuff, because then you can you're a lot quicker than if you were just holding a shield, being all clunky. So you can just walk
rather
around
than
the
open
corner.
field.
Yeah, you can just right there in the corner, open the door, that guy.
So then you could argue the same thing for like guerrilla tactics, like in the forest and everything.
Definitely, it would be a good way because you don't have a shield. You could just be quick.
Just beat the shit out of people against trees.
But it
the
wouldn't
whole
be
time.
it wouldn't be a main field battle weapon.
No.
You couldn't be out on the
You'd have to
front
have
line.
you'd have to have like a long axe, like a battle axe.
Yeah, and
Well,
a shield.
yeah, you want a shield, especially with how many archers there are.
Like a halberd.
Ooh, I love me some halberds.
Think about,
That's
like, every
sweet.
medieval fight starts with, like, a rain of archer fire as the armies try to get together.
Take
All
out a few
arrows
people.
will block out the sun. Well, then we will fight in the shade.
Yes, you will, because there won't
Yeah,
be
yeah.
any sun, Leonidas, you dumb fuck.
We'll fight in the shade. What are you
Everywhere
laughing
is
about?
the shade, then.
They're arrows. They block out the sun. We're fighting in the shade. Y'all just laugh. Good movie.
For
Good ass
tonight,
movie.
we dine in hell.
I still haven't actually seen it.
You've never
Really?
seen 300?
No,
Oh
sir.
my god, you have to watch that.
Dude. It's a good solid movie.
Yeah.
Like, the only movie I've seen of Gerard
Butler.
Butler, yeah. The only movie I care about.
No, it's gonna sound like that's the only movie. How to Train Your Dragon, bro. 1 and 2.
Is he-
Stoic.
Oh, is he freaking his
stoic,
dad?
yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I only know that from the repeats at that place that we worked at.
Hey, so while I was doing the podcast, I remember that there wasn't any footage or audio the last 15 minutes or so that were recorded. I think there was some kind of mistake. So I decided to just play a little bit of Smash Brothers, and if you're watching this on YouTube, you'll be able to see the video. If not, I'll at least be talking, hopefully, about something interesting while I'm by myself here without anybody else. I guess I'll talk about Smash. I guess it's the easiest thing to talk about since I'm already here. So I've been playing Smash since the first game in 1999 or whatever on the N64. I went over to a person's house that I knew in elementary school, and their older brother and all his friends had the first Smash up, and they were playing it all night, and I was able to get in and get like maybe one game in, and it was really goddamn cool. Like, it blew my mind. I was like, I have to have this, but I never ended up getting it, because the next few years the GameCube came out, and I ended up getting a GameCube eventually, which was fucking sweet. Afterwards, I ended up getting Melee. That was the first game that I had in my household, and man, what a fucking game that was. It was just literal game changer. The graphics were better, it controlled better. The GameCube controller, the one I'm using right now, is the best controller for Smash that's ever been out. And I immediately fell in love. I played it with friends coming over all the time. I played it at different parties at people's houses, went over to some family friend's house, and we always had it booted up. I'd bring my controller over. I will admit I did use Action Replay to unlock everything in the game. I got all the characters on my own, but I didn't get all the trophies on my own, and I do kind of feel cheaty about that. But I did do all of the event challenges, all 51 of them, and got all the characters myself, luckily, so that felt good. And yeah, man, and come 2016 2007-ish, 2006. One word of a new Smash Bros. For the Wii was coming out, I was shitting my pants. Like, there hadn't been a new Smash game in the last 5 years. Like, and for the new Nintendo system I was just crazy over at the time, you count me in. And this here is actually a modded version of Brawl, which came out in 2008. It was delayed a couple times, but I was able to pull some money together and get a copy, and swear to God to this day that one of my brother's friends stole my copy at one point, and I lost it forever. And, you know, live and let live or whatever, but I missed my goddamn copy of that game. But, you know, it's fine. I still had Melee. Still had Melee to play. I'm going to lose this really bad. So I didn't get to play Brawl for really years at that point. And I also kind of fell off the Nintendo wagon for a little while. I had the Xbox, and all the new games I wanted were on Xbox, you know. And then, kind of without me really knowing, the Wii U version came out in 2014 or whatever on the Wii U. And, like, about 2 years too late, I got it. I guess it wasn't too late. Still had a lot of fun with it. You know, I played that. I had it on the DS as well. Damn it. And then with the announcement later of the Switch, oh man, what a cool ass console. I ended up getting one probably a year or so after it came out, probably about a year. And man, still play it to this day. I mean, but I was waiting, man. I was waiting for that new Smash to come out for the new generation. And when Smash Ultimate was announced, man, what a monumental day, I tell you. And it has just become such a huge game now. Like, it was already a big deal when Sonic and Solid Snake were introduced into the game, because they were a third-party character from a completely different franchise. And they also get Hideo Kojima to give the okay, which is really cool of him. And that ushered in an era of just anybody can play Smash, or anybody can be in Smash. Anybody could already play Smash, but and then now Ultimate, it has evolved into this just slugfest of the ages. Now we got Cloud Strife in the game, and we got, oh my god, got characters from Dragon Quest, and we got finally what I had hoped for my entire life. Banjo and Kazooie came into it and changed my life forever. And just on that merit, solidified it as the best Smash game. And now you got Steve from Minecraft. Like, what? Like, you're kidding me, right? Here we are today with almost 80 goddamn characters in Smash Bros. And the world has changed. But I still come back to Melee. I still come back to this because it's like the better Brawl. Feels good. Super special maps that aren't in any other ones. But I still come back to Melee for that classic Melee feel. Oh yeah. And so I guess that's the history of Smash. I wish I had gotten to play more of Brawl, because I mean, I had it for maybe a year before it got taken away. Maybe even less than that, really. But I know it gets a lot of crap, but I think it's still a pretty good game. This is definitely a better version because that stupid random tripping mechanic was something else. But I think I'll end that on a victory. I hope you enjoyed my ramblings about Smash Brothers and see me play averagely. Tune in next week. Should be episode 10. And we should have another special guest on. As always, if you are watching this, anybody in the world, thank you, and we'll see you next time.